So we're going to get started today on our backs. We got some chill Friday yoga happening here. If more people want to log on, more people can certainly come on. So when you make your way down onto your mat, your body position is up to you. So you can come into Shavasana if you want to, just lie flat on your back. If that's not completely comfortable, you can bring the bottoms of your feet together, take your knees out to the side in a lying butterfly stretch. You can also, if you have props available to you, you can place pillows or rolled up blankets underneath your knees in either of those two postures to give yourself a little bit more support as well. And starting out early on, if it's most comfortable for you to bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, please feel free to do that. So there's lots of options for where to start here. We just want to find a comfortable starting position, a relaxed starting position. And somewhere we can just sort of let the body release and let go into our yoga practice for today. So once you're settled in your physical body, take your time getting there. You can just start to bring your awareness and your focus to your breath. Allowing for slightly deeper inhales each time the breath comes in. And a little bit more of a release of the exhale each time the breath goes out. A little bit more air on the inhale. And a little bit more of a release on the exhale. Take several more just like that at your own pace, following your own breath. Full inhales and releasing exhales. Let's take 3 more big breaths. One more here, full inhale. And a full exhale. And then if they're not already there, we'll gently bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor. And then once you have found that posture, you can draw your knees into your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, give yourself a big hug here. We're going to spend a few extra moments to start out practice today on our backs here. So keep your right knee where you have it. Extend your left leg long and down onto the mat. Press your left heel into the ground, left toes towards the sky. And give that right knee a nice tug. A little compression on that right hip here. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then draw your left knee in to meet your right. So we've got a big hug again with both knees in. And then we'll switch to the other side. Keep your left knee where it is. Extend your right leg down and onto the mat. Press your right heel into the floor, right toes towards the sky. Really kind of tug that left knee in towards your chest. Taking a full breath in. And a full breath out. Left knee stays. Draw your right knee in to meet your left knee. Giving yourself a big hug here. And then we'll gently take a twist to each side. So we'll let those arms come wide out to the side. Knees stay together here to start. Take a full inhale. And then exhale the knees to the right. Gentle twist on this side here. And we'll start out with keeping our head neutral. So continue to look up towards the ceiling here. Nice neutral spine. Full breath in. And a full breath out. And then inhale those knees back to center. Arms can stay nice and wide. And then we'll exhale the knees to the left, taking a gentle twist here. Head stays neutral. Find a full inhale. And a full exhale. And then inhale those knees back to center. We'll keep the knees bent, but we'll place the feet on the floor here if they're not already there. Good. And then we'll do our gentle figure 4 stretch here. So place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Lots of space between those thighs here. Good. Without using your hand, use the strength of your right butt cheek to press your right knee away from your body. So a little isometric movement here. Beautiful. Good. And then you're welcome to stay here. Just check in with your hips. See how this feels. And if you'd like to go a little deeper, feel free to draw your left knee towards your chest. Interlace your hands on the hamstring side of that left leg. Finding a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then we'll place that left foot on the floor, unhook the right ankle, and then we'll take it to the other side. So placing your left ankle on top of your right thigh. Lots of space between those thighs here. Before we go anywhere, press that left knee away from your body. And then when you're ready, if you'd like to, you can draw your right knee in towards your chest, interlacing your hands on the hamstring side of that thigh. Taking a full inhale here. And a full exhale. Find one more breath, everybody. Inhale here. And exhale. And then place that right foot on the ground. Unhook your left foot. Draw both knees into your chest. And then you can stay there or you can find a happy baby. It's an early happy baby, but that might feel good on those hips. So you can reach down in between your knees, go for your ankles, your calves, or your feet. Gently rock side to side if that feels good for you. And then we'll take a full breath in here. And a full exhale. If your knees are wide, draw your knees in together, forearms around shins. Beautiful. And then we can rock and roll long ways on the spine here, coming up to a seat. And then we're going to transition right over into tabletop. We're going to flow a little bit through tabletop and child's pose here. So as you make your way to a tabletop position, I'll make my way to my mat as well here. Wrists directly under those shoulders. Fingers spread nice and wide. And then make sure your knees are under your hips. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow here together. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze and lift your tailbone. And then as you exhale, dome your upper back, tuck your tailbone under, gaze at your thighs. Inhale, the belly drops, the gaze lifts. Exhale, push the mat away. Once more, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, dome the upper back. And then coming back to our neutral spine, We'll take our feet together and our knees wide and send the hips towards the heels for a child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. One more breath. And then we'll make our way back up to our tabletop. Draw your knees underneath your hips, and then we're gonna walk the hands forward, coming into puppy pose. So your upper body makes downward facing dog-like action here, and then your chest comes down, but your butt stays up. One more breath. And then we'll make our way back to our tabletop here. Take another round of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, dome the upper back. Back to our neutral spine here, feet together, knees wide. We're gonna do one more flow. So take it to child's pose, 3 breaths here. And then making our way back to tabletop, draw knees underneath hips, walk your arms forward like you're coming into downward facing dog, but we are in puppy pose. Hips stay high, chest towards the floor. 3 breaths. And then we'll come back to our tabletop position here. Another round of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale, dome the upper back, push the mat away. Inhaling back to our neutral spine here. We're gonna root down firmly through our right hand. Bring the left arm towards the sky, open up to the left side. Take a full inhale. And then we'll exhale the left arm under the body, coming down onto the left cheek. Keeping your hips up as high as you can. You can walk your right hand to the top of the mat if you'd like to. 3 breaths. And then we'll draw that right hand under that shoulder. Press the torso up, opening up to the left side again. Take a full inhale. Exhale, the left hand finds the mat. Let's switch to the other side. So we'll press down through the left hand. Open up to the right side of the room. Fingers towards the sky, take an inhale. And then exhale, weave that right arm underneath the body, coming down onto your cheek. You can stay here or walk your fingertips towards the top of the mat on that left side. 3 breaths. And then we'll root down firmly through that left hand, opening up to the right side of the room again. Take a full inhale. And exhale that right arm down. One more cat-cow here, everybody. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhale to dome the upper back. And then coming back to our neutral spine, set your hands about 1 full handprint forward, shoulders over those wrists now. So now we're in a longer table. Tuck those toes under and take a big inhale. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Any movements you'd like to make here. You can wiggle your feet, wiggle your hips, pedal your feet. We'll take 3 big breaths. One more breath here. Let's find some stillness. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling the right leg towards the ceiling. Square off your hips. Take a look forward between your thumbs. Find a full inhale. And then exhale, step your right foot forward, drop your left knee down, and then we'll come up into a low leg lunge. Gentle warm up here. So the right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Make sure that your back knee is behind that back hip. Good. And then the shoulder blades are on the back, even though the fingers are reaching up. Full breath in here. And a breath out. Inhale again. And exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale here. And then exhale the left hand down, right fingers to the sky. Gentle twist. Big breath in. And a breath out. And then inhale that right hand down. Lift your back knee up off the floor. And then we're going to step the left foot forward to meet the right. Forward fold here at the top of the mat. See how those hamstrings are doing today? Maybe a little bend in your knees here, my friends, if your hamstrings are tight. You can grab opposite elbows or place your hands on the floor. See what feels good. Take one more breath. Then place your hands on your shins. Inhale, we're coming halfway up. Exhale, fold down. And then we'll inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Palms pressed together overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Let's take a moment here, everybody. Take a moment if you'd like to close your eyes. You're welcome to do so. Find your breath. Root down through both feet. Hips are square and level. Beautiful breath in. Beautiful breath out. Blinking the eyes open if they're closed. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing hands to shins, coming up halfway. And then exhale, plant your hands, take it back to a high plank. We're just gonna pause here for a second. Spread your fingers wide, shoulders over wrists. Zip up your entire abdominal wall. Take an inhale. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a breath out. Inhale the left leg towards the ceiling. Square those hips. Looking forward between your thumbs, find an inhale. And then exhale, step that left foot forward, dropping the back knee down. Coming up crescent lunge here. So stacking left knee on top of left ankle. Right knee is behind your right hip. Finding a full inhale. And an exhale. Inhale it again. And then one more breath in here. As we exhale, we'll plant the right hand down, left fingers to the sky, little twist. Big inhale here. And an exhale. Take one more breath, everybody. And then that left hand comes down. Lift your back knee, stepping forward, right foot meets left, forward fold. Hands to shins, coming up halfway on an inhale. Exhale, fold down. And then we'll root down to rise up, palms pressed together overhead. Once we arrive, inhaling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here, everybody. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Root down through both feet. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down. Hands to shins on an inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your high plank. Zip up that core, shoulders over wrists. Take a full inhale. Hips to sky, exhaling, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, everybody. Take your time. One more. Good, and then we'll inhale the right leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, step it forward. This time we're gonna keep our back knee elevated, everybody. Set up our alignment, square your hips as much as you can. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. And then when you're ready, torso comes up. Crescent lunge on this side. Beautiful. Good, so make any adjustments you need to. We want square hips, right? Right ankle stack, right knee stacks. Firmly pressing through the ball of our back foot here. Shoulder blades are on the back, even though those arms reach up. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. One more time, everybody. Big breath in. And a big breath out. We're going to frame the front foot, torso comes down. And then our left foot is going to step forward to meet our right. Forward fold at the top of the mat. Hands to shins, coming up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, coming all the way up. Full breath in. And then we're going to take it right back down on our exhale, everybody. Forward fold. Hands to shins, coming up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. And a breath out. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, step it forward. Take your time. Find your alignment. Left knee stacks on top of that left ankle. Square your hips as much as you can. And then when you're ready, torso can come all the way up. Crescent lunge on this side. Take your time. Shoulders are on top of those hips. Strong through both legs. Full breath all the way in. And a big breath out. One more time, everybody. Inhale. Exhale, frame that front foot. We'll step the right foot forward to meet the left. Forward fold. Hands to shins. Coming up halfway, flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhaling, coming all the way up to standing. Palms pressed together overhead. And then we're going to swan dive forward on our exhale, taking it all the way back down. Hands to shins, coming up halfway. And then we'll exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Good, we'll inhale the right leg towards the ceiling, square hips. Exhale, step it forward, crescent lunge. We've been here before. Let's find our alignment. Square hips, strong legs. Beautiful. Good, we're gonna stay nice and strong in those legs, everybody. Here, we'll draw hands to heart center. Take a big breath in. And then as we exhale, we're taking the left tricep to the outside of the right thigh, finding our twist here. Strong in those legs. Press tricep into thigh, thigh into tricep. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. Good, we're gonna stay low and we're gonna keep the twist. We'll just take our left hand down, take our right fingers to the sky. Big breath in. And a breath out. And then we'll bring the right hand down to the inside of the right foot, pivot to the long left side of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Adjust your feet as you need to. You should have your toes in a little bit, heels out a little bit. And then try to get your hip, your knee, your ankle all stacked in a line. And then you can stay here on your hands if you want to. You can take your hands wide. You can come to forearms. You can take your hands behind you. Find the breath, everybody. Full inhales. Full exhales. Twice more. One more. We'll bring those hands back under that face. Come up halfway, find a flat back in this pose. And then as we exhale, we're gonna pivot around to frame the right foot and step back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale the left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, step it forward. Take your time finding your crescent lunge on this side. There's no rush. Find your alignment. Beautiful, good. Then we're gonna stay super strong in those legs, everybody. Draw your hands to your heart center. Stay balanced and solid here. Take a breath in. And then as we exhale, we'll twist to the left side, pressing right tricep into that thigh. Full breath in. And a breath out. Find one more inhale here. And then we're gonna stay low, stay in our twist. The right hand will come to the floor, left fingers to the sky. One more inhale. And then the left hand will come down to the inside of that left foot, pivoting the other direction for our wide-legged forward fold. Toes in, heels out, hip, knee, ankle all stacked. You can take the same hand shape as you did last time, so you can grab wherever you grabbed before, or try something new. We'll take 3 breaths. And then we'll bring those hands under the face, coming up to a flat back on an inhale. And then we'll exhale towards the left foot, frame that left foot, step back, downward facing dog. And then we're gonna inhale our knees down to the mat. Exhale to child's pose, take a moment. Full breaths in. And full breaths out. Let's take 2 more breaths, everybody. Full inhale. And then we can make our way through a tabletop position here if you'd like to. Tuck your toes under, spread your fingers wide, and then find an exhale to downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a breath out. Twice more here in this posture. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. We'll inhale the right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling to step it forward. Good, we're gonna pivot all 10 toes to the right side of the mat. So pivot your right foot so your right toes are to the right. Pivot your left foot so that your left toes are to the right, coming into a modified side plank here. So my left foot is just like a side plank. My right foot is planted on the floor. If you need to come down to your knee, you can come down to your knee, or you can stay elevated. So what we're really activating here is our right butt cheek. Press firmly through this right leg here. Reach those fingers towards the sky. And again, you can come down to that back knee if you want to. Stay here for another breath. Exhale. And then we're gonna do one more round of breath. You can stay or you can find a side plank. Little challenge there. Full breath in. Full breath out. Right hand will come down. Step back if that right foot is still forward, so everybody's in a high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale to the belly. We'll find a baby cobra here. Press through both hands. You still have a bend in your elbows. Root down through your feet. Big breath in. And then we'll exhale ourselves to downward facing dog. All right, other side, here we go. Inhale the left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale to step it forward. And then we're gonna pivot all 10 toes to the left side. So pivot that left foot around. Root down through your right hand, left hand to the sky. You can come down onto your knee if you want to, or you can stay up. Your back foot is in a plank, a side plank position. And then you're pressing firmly through your left foot here. Use that left butt cheek. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take another inhale. And then you can stay here for one more round of breath or step back to a side plank. Nice and strong. Full breath in. And a breath out. Left hand comes down. Find your high plank. Taking an inhale. Exhale to the belly. Pressing up baby cobra or full cobra if you feel good here. Root down through your feet. Shoulder blades are on the back. Take a full breath in. Exhale, hips to sky, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more breath. Good, we're gonna take our feet to the width of the mat here. So we're in a wide stance, downward facing dog. And then we're gonna take our right hand, reaching back to our left ankle here. Sending all that breath into that left hamstring. Full breath in. And a breath out. One more inhale here. And an exhale. Place your right hand back where it started. And then left hand is gonna go to the right ankle. Send all that breath to that right hamstring. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Take another inhale. And an exhale. And then place that left hand down where it started. And then you're gonna walk your hands back to your feet here. Keep your feet wide. We're coming into a wide stance forward fold here. So the toes still point forward and the feet are to the width of the mat. Stack hip, knee, and ankle on top of each other. You can have fingertips, you can come to flat palms, whatever you can do here. You can grab opposite elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Take a breath in. And a breath out. One more inhale. And an exhale. And then we're gonna do the same thing we just did. So your right hand goes to your left ankle here. You can take your left hand onto your hip and you can really start to rotate to the left side. If you would like to bring your left arm up, bring your left arm up. Find an inhale. And an exhale. One more breath in. And then let's unwind it. Come through center. And then left hand is gonna find the right ankle, right hand to hip. And then you can stay here, or you can take the right arm up. Inhaling here. And then we'll unwind, coming back to center. Check out those hamstrings. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring both hands to both hips, carefully with a flat back coming up to standing. Ooh. And just notice how those hamstrings feel. Shake it out if you'd like to. And then we'll heel toe those feet back in together. Feet are directly underneath your hips here. Take a full breath all the way in. And exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift, gaze up and forward. And then we have to walk our hands forward here to find a high plank. Full breath in. Hips to sky, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Take another breath in. One more time, big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand. Bring your back knee down. We're setting up for lizard lunge on this side. So right toes point forward, right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Your back knee is down. And then check out your hips here. We want our hips to be as square as we can get them. You can stay on your hands here. You can come down to your forearms if you can. That's up to you. You can also feel free if you want a bigger left hip stretch. You can lift your left knee off the ground. So lots of options here. Find your space. We'll take 5 breaths. One more breath. If you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands. And then we're going to start to send our hips back, starting to straighten the right knee here, coming into a bit of a half split. Hips square as you can get them. Maybe your hands are on the inside of your right leg. Maybe you have framed your right leg. That's up to you. Right toes towards the sky. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. And then we're going to crawl our way forward. Bend your right knee. Lift your back knee off the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. And a breath out. And then we'll inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. Exhale, step it to the outside of the left hand. Lizard lunge on this side. Bring our back knee down. Left toes point forward. Left knee stacks. And then we have those same options here. You can stay on your hands. You can come to your forearms. You can leave your back knee down. You can lift your back knee up. See what this side needs. Then we'll take 5 breaths here. And then let's come back up to those hands. You can stay with your hands on the inside of that foot or split the left foot here, sending ourselves back into our half split hamstring stretch on this left side. So make sure that your left toes point up. Square hips as much as you can. Full breath in. And a breath out. And then we'll make our way forward. Bend your left knee, plant your hands, lift your back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a breath out. Twice more, inhaling again. And exhale. One more time, take an inhale. And an exhale. We're going to inhale ourselves to a high plank. Exhale to the belly. Arms come long by your sides. Forehead or chin on the mat. Fingertips press into the ground. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll start to lift the head and the chin. Maybe a little bit of the shoulders. Press your hands down, everybody. That's where we're starting today. Feet stay down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Take a breath. Round two. Head, chin, and shoulders come up. If that feels okay, you can lift your feet. Taking a full inhale. And then exhale to lower down. One breath here. And then one more time. Head, chin, and shoulders come up. If it feels good to lift the feet, you can lift the feet. And then if that feels good, you can lift the hands. Full breath in. And a breath out. One more inhale, everybody, furthest point. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Take a moment here. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're just going to roll over onto our backs. Once you arrive here, knees into chest. Giving yourself a big hug here. Reset with that breath. We'll place the feet flat on the floor here. Good, we'll take one twist to each side right here. So arms out to the side. Take a full inhale. Exhale, let your knees fall to the right. If you'd like to take a different shape here, you're welcome to do so. And then inhale back to center. Exhale it to the left. And we'll inhale back to center. And then place feet on the floor, knees are bent. We have an optional bridge pose here. So if you're not interested in taking a bridge pose, you can hug your knees into your chest, or you can take your legs up towards the sky. If you are interested in bridge pose, root down through your feet to lift your hips up off the ground. Lots of options here. So you can keep your arms long by your sides. You can start to tuck your shoulder blades closer together to bring your hands closer together underneath your body if you are in bridge. Each inhale, root down through those feet. Each exhale, press your hips up higher. Taking 3 more breaths here wherever you are. And then the next time you find an exhale, you can gently lower your torso, your hips, and your thighs down. Maybe give yourself a big hug, maybe windshield wiper those knees side to side, whichever one feels better here. We'll take 2 breaths, so take your time. And then we're going to take 1 more twist to each side here. So keep your right knee exactly where it is. Extend your left leg long and down onto the mat. Hugging that right knee in as tight to your chest as you can. Good, there we go. And engage that left leg into the floor. So press your left heel into the floor here. Excellent. Take a big breath in. Use your left hand to draw your right knee across your body to the left, taking the twist on this side. So that right butt cheek is going to come off the floor. That's totally okay. Try to keep your shoulder blades down as much as you can. And this time, if you'd like to look to one side or the other, you can further the twist by turning your head. Taking an inhale. And an exhale. One more round of breath, stay here. And then the inhale brings us back to center. Keep your right knee hugged in tight. Draw your left knee in to meet it when you're ready. And then we'll take our time getting to the other side. So your left knee will stay in tight, your right leg will go long and then down onto the mat. Engage your right hamstring and heel into the floor just to keep that leg super engaged here. And then take a full breath in. Exhale, use your right hand to draw your left knee across the body. And then we'll inhale back to center here, hugging both knees into your chest. One more time for happy baby here if you'd like it. You know that is a favorite pose of some of my friends here, so making sure we get it in more than once. Grabbing your toes, your arches, your ankles, your calves are all good places to be. Rocking side to side, making any happy baby noises you'd like to here because you're muted, it's all good. And then we'll bring ourselves back to center when you're ready, hugging your knees into your chest. A few breaths here to take any other postures you'd like to take before we find final Shavasana. If you'd like to just go right into full corpse pose, you can. If you want to take a Supta Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side, you can. If you just want to take a second to add or remove layers of clothing, add a pillow and or a blanket, you have a few moments to do that as well. Just taking note of whatever you need right here. And then wherever you are, let's come back to the breath. Whenever you're ready to find your final resting posture here, full Shavasana if that's what you'd like to do today, or lying butterfly stretch, whatever feels better. Once you have found that posture for yourself, take a full breath all the way in. And then exhale into the support of the earth beneath you, enjoying full Shavasana. Let's find a full inhale. Big breath all the way in. And a big breath all the way out. Gently beginning to wiggle fingers and wiggle your toes. Rolling the wrists and the ankles. Gently rocking your head side to side here. And then when you feel ready, you can reach your arms all the way overhead, getting as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes. Taking a big body stretch. Inhale here. And then as we exhale, draw your knees into your chest, forearms come around shins, give yourself a great big hug. Whenever you feel ready, you can make your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position, choosing the side that feels best for you today. And then we'll take a moment in this posture, as we always do, to call to mind who in our lives we are grateful for. With a heart full of gratitude, using both hands to press you up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like and feels like for you. Palms come together at heart center once you arrive in your seated posture. Eyes open or closed. And then we'll seal our practice together today with one more round of breath as one. Inhale. And exhale. The light inside of me loves and honors the light inside each of you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.